guys, this is some of the worst damage that we've seen out here in Burnett County, and neighbors are very concerned with the future of not only their homes, but the neighborhood as a whole. And it's eerie. It's completely pitch black outside of the lights that we have here. And this is what it would have looked like early Saturday when tons of water came sweeping through the area, flooding every single house on Oak Street. It caused a ton of damage, as you can see by some of the houses behind me. If you check this out, water pulling that red pickup truck off to the left and its entire driveway into the neighbor's house, causing the roof to collapse on both of those cars right there. And as we swing over here, the water also picking up some of the foundations, or excuse me, some of the structures on foundations, like this red house that should be across the street, but is now lodged into its neighbor's walls. Oak Street in Burnett, where homes turned into boats overnight.
It was dark, so we didn't know exactly where we were going to end up.
Jason McCam and his family were asleep around 5 in the morning Saturday when rushing water from a nearby creek took their house off its foundations.
Tree limbs poked through the back wall back there, tore out the whole back corner of the house. Water's pouring in everywhere. All we did was get up here by this window because this was the highest point of the house.
And then there was a loud smack. McCam's house crashed into his neighbor Dottie Bai's house across the street.
You know, if they wanted to come visit me, I would invite them over. They didn't have to come that way.
Bai says she didn't notice her neighbor's house was inside of hers until much later. She woke up to nearly being submerged in water. Where did the water come up to you on you?
About here, about here.
What were your thoughts as the water kept rising?
I was just scared to death. I thought I was gonna die.
The kitchen was demolished. The water came, I'll show you where the water came in.
This is the inside of her home after the water receded. Many other houses on Oak Street look just like this, including Jennifer Nicholson's.
That's my life. That's my life sitting in my front yard.
Burnett County Emergency Management says rescue efforts are in full swing. They divided the county into a north and a south division and are using units in the air, on the ground, and in the water to find missing people. Despite the tragedy, the neighborhood is rallying together.
Brings tears to my eyes. All the neighbors have been so good to us.
Burnett County Emergency Management says that 3 people are dead and they're searching for 3 more across the county right now. That includes Marble Falls Volunteer Fire Chief Michael Phillips. But everyone here on Oak Street, fortunately, is safe and alive. Because of the rain that we got earlier, searches were paused for Burnett County Emergency Management, but they tell me that they're going to start picking those up early tomorrow morning. Reporting live in Burnett, Vinny Martorano, CBS Austin News. Yeah, Walt, we spoke with many Texas State students here across campus today. Some of them have only heard about this video, while others actually spoke with this person at the vigil yesterday afternoon. Now, students are conflicted between freedom of speech and the punishment that this student received.
My name is Tony.
Wishing the death on somebody like that, I don't think that's okay. I don't think it should be tolerated.
If we limit one free speech, unfortunately, we limit all free speech.
A whirlwind of emotions is taking over Texas State University after a student is expelled for their actions in this viral video.
My name is Tony.
The student can be seen appearing to mock Charlie Kirk's death by grabbing his neck, falling to the floor, then spitting on the ground. This happened during a vigil for Kirk held at the school Monday night. One student, Hayden Allard, spoke with the person just minutes before this happened.
I was like, hey man, like, what's your, like, I want to get some input of like why you feel this mad, like why you feel enraged. He just shook his head and he was like, F Charlie Kirk, all my dead homies. He kept saying stuff like that and shaking his head. He's like, you're just going to talk to a brick wall. You're not going to get anything out of me.
Earlier today, Governor Greg Abbott responded to the video on X, calling for the expulsion of the student, saying, quote, "This conduct is not accepted in our schools. Expel this student immediately." While Allard and some students I spoke with agree he should be expelled, others say this student also has a right to freedom of speech.
They have a right. They're entitled to, as long as they do not incite violence, not mock.
I think he should not be expelled just for having his opinions.
Ultimately, University President Kelly Dampus did not condone this behavior and expelled the student. In a statement this afternoon, Dampus says in part, "I will not tolerate behavior that mocks, trivializes, or promotes violence on our campuses." Now, the university says federal law prohibits the university from further commenting on individual student conduct matters. The president adds that the actions of one student does not reflect the entire Texas State community or the individuals in it. Reporting live at Texas State University tonight, Vinny Martirano, CBS Austin News. Austin police put together a timeline of what started here in this Target parking lot that left 3 people shot and many others running for their lives.
The actions of the suspect showed a complete disregard for human life.
It was a normal day of shopping for many people at a North Austin Target before things took a turn for the worse. And for Target employees, another day on the job.
People are just sort of running to the back of the store, and they said there was a shooting.
Around 2:15 yesterday afternoon, 32-year-old Ethan Neinecker showed up to the Target with a handgun he received from a family member, according to Austin police. Neinecker shot and killed an employee, Hector Martinez Machuca, while he was pushing shopping carts. Police say he then turned his attention to Adam Chow, who was sitting in his Toyota 4Runner with his wife and his 4-year-old granddaughter. Neinecker shot and killed Chow and then shot into the back seat where the child was sitting before beating Chow's wife.
Innocent lives were taken in broad daylight in a place where people should feel safe to run their everyday errands and to live their everyday lives.
APD says Neinecker sped off in Chow's Toyota 4Runner. After leaving Target, he attacked a water truck driver and tried to steal his truck. When that didn't work, he drove off before crashing into another vehicle where he attacked that driver. After stealing that car, Austin police got a call of a naked man walking through someone's backyard in South Austin. Sergeant Nathan Sexton says when they found him,
he said that he was Jesus, and there was really no reason whatsoever given. It was a completely random choosing of the victims.
APD Chief Lisa Davis says all of this happened in less than 1 hour. Neinecker was tased after not listening to officers' commands. He's being charged with 2 counts of capital murder and 1 count of first-degree murder.
The pain caused will be felt by our community for years to come.
Now, APD says Neinecker is likely to face even more charges with the assaults, stolen property, and damaged property. Reporting live in North Austin, Vinny Martirano, CBS Austin News. Organizers with these volunteer groups say that it's been overwhelming support trying to help people pick up the pieces after the devastating floods that came last weekend. Group organizers tell me that on the first day that they set up the group, there was less than 100 volunteers that came out to help, and by today, they're up to over 1,000. More than 1,000 heroes are coming to the aid of many people who were stranded in their own neighborhood a week after the flash floods that ripped through central Texas.
Everybody has lost something or knows somebody that's lost something, and it's heartbreaking.
Last week, the bridge over Sandy Creek was destroyed, leaving many people who live in the neighborhood with no way of getting out. Janae Lamberton helped round up the first 100 volunteers, and more are piling in throughout the week.
We had about 75 text in for the first day. It was 200 the next day. It was 500 the next day. It's over 1,000 today. It's overwhelming the amount that people want to help.
Some, like Evan Wayne, are making hundreds of trips back and forth across the creek to deliver food and supplies to those people who need it.
Moving ice, chicken feed's been a fun one, all the food, pizza, Chick-fil-A, Rudy's, you name it, I've brought it.
Others, such as Whitney Hull and a group of other registered nurses, came down from Kerrville this week to provide these volunteers with IVs so they could stay hydrated while they work to help their fellow Texans.
If we could give them a preventative infusion to keep them hydrated and keep them going, more families could have closure.
As more people are still struggling on the other side of the creek, Lamberton says crews will continue to help.
Nobody set out to be leadership in this, but we all just banded together, and it's just been beautiful.
Now, after a week of helping the people who were impacted here in Big Sandy Creek, Lamberton says that the operation is going to be passed off to the Ulster Disaster Relief Network that's going to be coming here and continuing to help all of these people that have been impacted for the last week. Reporting live in Leander, Vinny Martirano, CBS Austin News.